Hello! In today's video I'm going to tell you all about my tilt table test, which was about a week and a half ago now. When I got there I asked if I could film, and the cardiology physiologist who was doing the test with me made some really positive noises, but then she said, "Oh, I'll just go and check with management." And when she came back she said no. I had a heart monitor put on and a hospital gown over the top of that and my jeans, and then I lay on the table for about 10 minutes to get everything down to a sort of neutral, and then I was tilted up to about that sort of an angle, about 60 degrees. The table had a little ledge at the end, so most of my weight was standing and then the rest of it was lying back. She turned the lights down and I wasn't allowed to talk to her apart from to tell her when I was having symptoms, so everything was as low stimulating as possible. At one point, about halfway through, I nearly fell asleep, but I had to sort of shake myself awake again. First of all, I could feel my heart beating really hard, and then it went away and came back again quite a few times during the test. Next, I noticed brain fog, where my thoughts felt like they were going through treacle and I just couldn't think straight. Next, I was feeling really lightheaded. It felt like someone had hit me over the head with a cartoon hammer and everything was woo. I felt really clammy and hot, and then my legs started hurting a lot and it just got worse and worse. And throughout almost all of it I was just feeling really weird and rough. I was determined to stay doing the test as long as possible so that they could get some good readings and help diagnose me with POTS if that is what I've got. But I had no concept of time, so when I finally stopped the test it had been 27 minutes that I'd been standing there. So she laid me back down and I just felt like my head was spinning for ages afterwards. Once I'd recovered a bit and I was still lying down, she started to explain what she'd seen and what had happened. She'd been checking my blood pressure every now and again, and that had stayed fairly constant over the whole time. It was 110 over 75. But she showed me a graph of my heart rate on the monitor, and it increased massively when I was first tilted, and then it went down and up and down and up, sort of in surges. Every time I'd said something about what was going on, like my legs were hurting or I was feeling really dizzy, it corresponded with a big increase. She said the maximum it got to was 141, which is quite a lot for just standing still. When I felt able to sit up, I sat up for a bit and there was another little increase in my heart rate. And then when I'd been sitting for a while and talking to her, she then asked me to stand up for a bit. So we saw a big increase again, and I felt pretty bad pretty quickly as well after doing all of the tilt test. I asked her if thinking about what was going on in my body could make my heart rate increase that much, because obviously I'm aware of what they were testing for, and I just didn't want to have a psychological impact on my physiology. But she said, if you're feeling anxious or anything like that, that's sort of the only thing that will increase your heart rate. But if that's happening, then your blood pressure will really increase as well. And that didn't happen at all. And I didn't feel anxious whilst I was up there. I felt quite calm and I was trying to be relaxed. So the whole process took over an hour, which I wasn't really expecting it to take that long. And like I say, I have been recovering for well over a week now. But I've been feeling better and better over the last few days, so I'm nearly back up to where I was. So I haven't been diagnosed with POTS yet, but it looks like I might be. I'll be getting an appointment through from the hospital soon. I hope the consultant that I see next will diagnose me. Thank you for watching this update, and I'll see you in the next video.